Former Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has been convicted of crimes against humanity and sentenced to death, in a case tied to her government's violent crackdown on last year's anti-government protests. And in this video, we explain what the verdict says, how we got here, the politics behind it, and what happens next, especially with Hasina currently living in exile in India. The International Crimes Tribunal, a body originally created by Hasina herself back in 2009, delivered a 453-page judgment on November 17th, finding the 78-year-old leader guilty of allowing the use of lethal force and failing to prevent atrocities during last July's protest wave that toppled her 15-year rule. Two co-accused were also convicted, while Hasina was handed the death penalty specifically for the killing of 6 unarmed protesters in Dhaka's Chankharpal area on August 5th last year.
He committed the same crime, that is the crime against humanity, on another count for causing the killings at Ashulia of Sabar, killing of 6 persons. For all these 3 counts, we have decided to inflict her with only one sentence, that is sentence of death.
The verdict is linked to 46 days of unrest sparked by anger over corruption allegations and a controversial quota system for government jobs. A crackdown that the UN Human Rights Office says left up to 1,400 people dead and thousands more injured. UN investigators said there were reasonable grounds to believe officials from Hasina's ruling structure carried out systematic human rights violations with the involvement of party-linked violent elements. The prosecution presented 5 charges, including inciting speeches, ordering lethal weapons against protesters, and the targeted killings of students and demonstrators, including burning 6 people alive in Ashulia. Hasina denied every accusation, and in an interview with the Indian Express last week, she blamed the current government led by economist Muhammad Yunus for exploiting foreign provocateurs to overthrow her. Ironically, the tribunal that now condemns her was originally established by Hasina to try alleged collaborators of Pakistan from the 1971 Liberation War, many of them linked to the rival Jamaat-e-Islami party. Critics, from political opposition to international rights groups, long argued that this tribunal was weaponized to crush opponents, with trials often conducted in absentia and marred by fairness concerns. Now, after Hasina escaped Dhaka last year, the same tribunal swiftly launched a case against her, building a 135-page charge sheet backed by more than 8,700 pages of evidence. Despite the dramatic verdict, nothing changes immediately for Hasina, who has been living in a secure, undisclosed location in Delhi, and will remain in India unless New Delhi approves an extradition request. India and Hasina shared close strategic alignment, from security cooperation in the northeast to strengthening trade and connectivity, making her one of New Delhi's most reliable partners. And under the India-Bangladesh extradition treaty, New Delhi can reject a request if the case appears politically motivated or lacking fairness, a clause that gives India major leverage, particularly with Bangladesh headed into elections next year. For now, Sheikh Hasina's fate remains far from sealed, as Bangladesh enters a new and uncertain political era, and the world watches closely to see whether this conviction brings justice or only deepens the country's divides.